This is Fairfax, Washington in 1910 in the Carbon River Valley near Mount Rainier. Fairfax was a coal mining town from 1890 to 1920, and now it's just a ghost town. And this is Fairfax today. The town is mostly gone, and Mother Nature is slowly reclaiming what belongs to her. So come with us as we explore and discover what remains of Fairfax.
This is Fairfax. We have a rail line right here coming back across. Brings us way back up. I'm on another one right here. I'm thinking somewhere over here is the round table that I'm looking for. Okay, we think this is the line that runs us out to the turntable. There is another one that runs over here, and then over here there's a line that's running there too. So we will be back. This is the foundation for the railroad turntable for turning the locomotives around. You can see a rail line. This one went further up to Upper Fairfax and Montezuma. And you can see the rail line right here comes in and would have come right in this whole area right here would have been the roundhouse. And then right here is the rail line that came in and went across town and through the river to the workings on the other side. So somewhere right over here is going to be the foundation to the rail station.
This is a drone flight over the town site. Coming up, you can see the rail line I just referenced crossing diagonally from right to left as it intersects the town.
All right, that's where we were, right over here, that tree. We walked over this way to the rail line, and here is the foundation of the train station. It's right up on the rail line, buried up underneath these weeds. It's going to be hard to find pretty soon if we don't do something about that. We'll walk up in here. Here's the town site. And here's that foundation. I've got this pinned and marked so I can make that measurement to over there. If we continue out, this would have been on the way up to Montezuma, Upper Fairfax. This rail line continues out beyond the edge of this side and crosses the river to the other workings. Somewhere over there is the hotel. And somewhere back in there is the remains of the swimming pool. This was the town site here, and we had mine workings over here back up against the hillside. We'll be back. So right up here would have been a cut in the rail line to allow water to drain through, and that was right about in front of where the hotel is. And if we look over here, there's a bunch of glass bottles right over here. There was a couple of houses down along over here. The main street would have been right into here. So we're going to go down up in here, see if we can't find, there should be a corner piece of the hotel foundation left. So that's what we're going to do. So if we find it, we'll come on back. Here's a what looks to be a built-up road through the middle of town. You can see this on the overhead satellite view. It looks like a green swath, but this appears to be what it is. It appears to be probably 12 feet tall over the lower level here. We're heading down towards the swimming pool. You can kind of make it out right here. That's the foundation of the pool. We're going to make our way over there. There's some metal coming out of the ground right here next to this pit. A couple years ago, there was a archaeological excavation up here. I'm wondering if some of these freshened pits are left over from that. This looks pretty well square cut, but you can see the pipe sticking out of the ground here. Turn it around, come up over here, you can see the pool foundation right over here right over here in front of us. See, there's another pit right here. It's very square. That's from the archaeological dig. They showed pictures of this on their paper. And it's right over here, and the pool is right there. Look, got some culvert pipe right there, drain pipe. Lots of elk droppings, so it's elk country. All right. Some kind of concrete. Looks like it had pipe running in it at one time. It's right here in front of the pool. It's over there. It's all nice and flat out here. This would have been the schoolyard over here somewhere. That's where we're coming from, back up in there. All right, we've made it to the school pool. You can see, never short of people carrying spray cans into the woods to tear this stuff up. Good sized pool. Probably 50, 60 feet long. You can see the stairs going down into it right here. Some concrete on the ground. Another foundation over here. Right there. You can see the edge of the walkway here coming down. Stairs coming down. Get back and take a look at the pool. Here we go. Here's some more foundations to something. There's some bricks right here. Bricks and some foundations. More foundations all up in here. Let me see if I can get around and take a look at that. Sorry for the camera work. You can see it. Concrete foundation. Another one here. Back up in this backside, there's one at the corner over here. Let me get around to that. There we go. Another corner foundation right here. There's the pool. And we have a foundation right there. We had something in here. I don't remember seeing anything about this. This is too close for the schoolhouse by the map I have, but who knows where it is. This continues back up through here. Schoolhouse should be back over here somewhere, but I doubt if it's there. It was wood. I'm going to get the drone up in the air from here and get a bird's eye view from above here. I want to mark this location and check it versus the GPS coordinates I have online. I found those to be a little bit off, and I'm capturing my own. So, okay, so now we've finished checking out the pool. We're going to come straight across and head about this direction here. We're going to go look for the coke ovens over there somewhere. And so when we get there, we'll let you know. I don't know if you can see it or tell it, but right here there appears to be a long line raised up. The hillside's like right over here. So I think this might be the coke ovens. Running right there. We'll let you know here in a second. Well, it didn't take but 2 steps, and now lo and behold, right below me is all these little green patches are the remnants of cut stones. They tore up the coke ovens in Montezuma. They probably did some of that here. but I think we're at the end of a row right there for sure. Well, we are in Foundation Central here, probably from a coal bunker maybe. We got 3 or 4 or 5 right here, 3 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 foundations over here. This is, if I remember the picture right, this is about where a coal bunker might have been. So this could be the roots of the coal bunker that was here. It's right over there for sure now are the coke ovens. This might have been a row right here. There were 60 coke ovens here. 407 total up in the Carbon Valley. All right, let's go find something else. All right, we got more foundations here. I'll put a picture in as I talk about the town as we go along and point out that this whole section here was all the industrial. This is the mine and the washing house, the coal bunkers. And then you can see over there that ridge line, that's the beehive coke ovens. They're stretched all the way down here. There was a big structured house here with a long metal steel roof. All kinds of equipment in here.
So I'm looking over here in the woods here, and I see a square, what looks to be some kind of dugout or a pool or something. So I'm going to go over and check it out. Well, sure enough, it's definitely cut out. It's definitely a man-made pool. It's definitely full of water. We don't know what it is yet. We're going to find out, and we'll get back to you on that. Directly behind me, where I was showing you that pool, if you could see off in the distance there is where the old one of the rail lines was. Of course, there's our cohort there. And you see the foundations he's walking through. So we are finding all kinds of stuff here. We'll let you know for sure what's going on in one moment.
Jennifer called me over here. We've got some big old foundations over here in the wood line. I'm not sure what that is, but what's really cool is this open pit right here. This would have been some kind of a industrial zone. I have a picture of this area where the coke ovens are over here off to my left. I'm not sure exactly what this big old this is not a mine entrance at all. You can see there's metal strapping right here. There's a piece right there. And there's some strapping on the ground right here. There's all kinds of stuff. We have what looks to be like a ventilation fan right here. Maybe a ventilation fan, some kind of steel work. It's heavier. Oh, gee, that's really solid. Big heavy equipment. There's some more foundation stones right here. So we're right in the middle of the coal washing, coal production area here at the Fairfax site. It's time to be very careful walking around on the ground out here. You never know what you're going to run into. This is really interesting. I'm standing on the, you can feel the metal. You can feel the metal under my feet down here crunching. There's metal rails. You can see it. I felt that. I'm standing on that metal rail. That's banding. So they're banding something or clipping something out of bands here. Not sure what this water was for. If anybody knows, let me know. Okay, we've made it to the sunny side of the coke oven so we can see it better and not be shooting in the dark. I got a pin marked where they are. I'll put this on a map and we can pinpoint that. You can see an oven right here. There would have been a rail line up on top. Let's see if we can get up and climb into here and take a look at this. Yeah, look at this. Look at the coloring in here. Yeah. There was 60 beehive oven here. Look how torn up that is in there. There was a rail line on top that came around and dropped coal into the opening here, and they closed it up and burned down and made coke in these ovens. We have been to the coke ovens in Crocker. I fell down on those. And we've been to the coke ovens in Wilkeston, around there. And now we're at the coke ovens here in Fairfax. This is so cool. This is what I really wanted to see. Well, somewhere over there is a mine. Wouldn't mind seeing that too, but I don't have to. We thought this was a piece of brick or a piece of rock. Turns out it's a piece of heavy metal. Jennifer found this. It's heavy. It may be a piece of the door. I don't know, or just a piece of metal. It's got a
cutout right there.
Got a cutout in it right there.
Looks like it's got an old screw or
that's an oven door. It's a piece of the oven door. You can see right here in front of the ovens.
I'm standing on one of the old rail lines, and I'm looking across this little valley at the end of the coke ovens, what's left of the coke ovens that was in Fairfax. So if you look closely, you can see a bunch of ferns kind of around the opening. There's a really good opening right there. You can kind of see the inside of it. They used brick to build them up into these cone around ovens. And according to David, there were 60 of these. And they actually had a rail line. In the pictures we've seen, there was a rail line on top of this that ran along, we believe, and dumped coal into the coke ovens to be burned into coke. That goes all the way down quite a ways. We saw the beginning of it in the earlier. Anyway, so like I said, I'm taking this from the top of another, what we think is either a slag pile or rain or a rail line. And this goes all the way along, all the way back that way.
All right, I think I spotted the end of the coke ovens right there. Right about here. Let's take a look at where we are. We came across the stream on this tree log right here. Wasn't the easiest to do, but we got across it. And they're going way up there. You can see the long line of the ovens here. It's a beautiful day out here. Look at the beautiful skies. I'm walking to get to the end of the coke oven so I could pin them on my map and look down and see this big old block of slag. I believe that slag, it's all crunchy. It's all slag left over from the coke oven there. That's a big old chunk. This stuff's all over down here. There's a rail line right here. The railroad comes on top of this. Right here. Some more right there. Some up in there. It's all over in here. At the end of the coke ovens here, raised bed right here, continues back. There's another raised bed right over here. This would have been inside of a shed. That might have been on the side of the shed or inside of it, I'm not sure. Can't tell by the picture that I have of the area. It's getting late in the day. Sure is beautiful. We got about 15-20 minutes of sunlight left down here in the valley. We need to get heading back to the car. But I'm going to pin the end of the coke ovens and we'll start working our way back.
All right, well, here we go. Here's this concrete beam in the middle of the forest, middle of this watery, kind of swampy area. There is mosquitoes and it's March. Anyway, we don't know exactly what it's for or why it's there, but we're going to do some research and figure it out.
Okay, we had a great time exploring Fairfax today and hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next adventure.